Okay, long and short portion of this now. Stick and knife, very, very good for training different ranges of combat, because here you have long range here, you have medium range here, then you have the close in range, except now the close in range, you've got the knife to deal with. You go knife on knife and knife on stick. Very, very dangerous stuff. Okay? These are just training drills, all right? This isn't combat, this isn't reality. These are drills in order to get these two tools and everything else as well working in conjunction with each other. All right, that's what these are for. So we're going to go 2 high X's and thrust up high. Just move over here. There we go. All right, 2 low X's, 2 thrust low. Go. High, high. And of course, this is nothing without footwork. So you'll notice my footwork just like that. That's just a basic training. Okay, and of course you would do it the other side as well. I'm not going to do that. The next one, we're going to do a 4 count. So we're going to go, this is at the beginning of the DVD. We go 1 and thrust forward. 2, palm up thrust, and you just meet. You meet the forearms, just like that. Right? It doesn't have to be hard. You can up the intensity of this, and you can just come in and go, ah. You know, that's fine for forearm conditioning and a little bit of intensity, but don't do it all the time. Right? You're more concerned with flow and rhythm and timing than force and power. Okay? So 4 count. It starts kind of in a traditional position. Two, 3, and 4. Okay, there's your 4 count. All right, there's many counts. You can do hundreds of them. All right. The next one we're going to do is the 6 count pattern that we first did with the double sticks. All right, the first 6 count pattern. You can do this when you're doing your solo practice. And a reminder about solo practice: you do your solo practice in the air, but you need to hit something in order to get that feeling of the reverb. Okay, so it can be a beam. Feel of the impact. Partner training is the next stage. It's very, very good. Okay. So the 6 count pattern, almost the same as the sticks. Okay. So I'm going to start off this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be careful when you tuck the knife under. 1, 2, 3. You don't just tuck it under like it was the non-edge weapon. All right. You just kind of stay out here. Good. Very good for accuracy training. Very good for coordination. You're going from the long weapon to the short weapon, the long weapon back to the short weapon. Okay? And you have to be very, very careful with these nice metal knives. Okay? Because these metal knives here, they hurt on the fingers, so go nice and easy. Trying to stick a blade to blade. Plastic knives still hurt, but it's a little less. So safety first when you do all this stuff. Okay? So that's your 6 count with the knife and the long and short. Okay? The disarms in this still apply. Okay? The disarms in long and short, again, you don't go looking for them, but they come up. Okay? The number 1 attack comes in. In reality, this would be when you train on the stick, because this would really hurt the fingers. This would be a knife slash to the fingers. Right? If I did not have the knife, this would be my checking hand. It applies, or the double stick. Okay? These concepts apply throughout all of this. So the number 1 attack comes in. Boom. From here, this would be a slash across the face. This would come up here. Right? The knife comes in. Right? And my disarm is maybe the hip. Okay? Might just be that. We'll do that same one here. Number 1 attack comes in. Boom. Check it here. Might thrust in. Here's my disarm. The knife comes. Right? That might disarm. Might not. Well, no. You should be peppering here. Right? And then here is the pattern that you just learned. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's That's the application of it, okay? So you don't just do these patterns in the air, right? There's the application right there, all right? Number one attack again. I might snake with the stick. Cut the fingers. This comes. I might hit here, all right? I might just hack that. That might be the disarm. Then Peter has to disarm my stick, empty-handed. He doesn't snake. Very, very good. He might keep that stick and just use it in the way that it presented itself to him. All right? He didn't stop to go, okay, I am going to now switch my grip to the grip I'm used to. He grabs it that way, he uses it that way. So it comes through, it might hit, boom, right? I thrust, hits that this time, he attacks again. Right? I'm just going to take what I've got here. Right? This might be a hit to the face right here. The disarm might come, I might keep it, I might keep it, and then we go into our empty hand fight. Right? We go into all our fun stuff here. Our locks, our chokes, and all that. But that's the progression, that's the pull that you want. Okay? And you should also train to use other weapons as well. Because during the heat of the combat, you might pick up the other person's stick or knife. And all of a sudden it's like, well, it's not my thing. But you've got it, so you need to be able to use it. Alright? So, number one attack comes in. This cuts in. Maybe that monitors that hand. See what the reason I'm going through here like this and I'm diving in is because I know that that hand is probably going to come. Comes in. That might monitor it right there. I don't know. Hawk, you're going to disagree? I like doing that. There's the reason for it. Right there. Okay? It's a temporary thing. Right? It's a temporary thing. He'll pull right out of that. But that's okay. Because in that time frame, I have all my stuff to do. Okay? Again, number one attack. Boom, there. Goes up. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the 4 attack right there. Number 2 attack. Double stop right here. Right? I might go with the knife. Maybe I'll just keep it right here. He attacks with the knife. There's my disarm there. See, there's the grip. It just happened that way. Meanwhile, I'm peppering, I'm tenderizing because I've got a strong grip. Maybe I'm, maybe he might grab the stick when I hit him here. Geez, you know what? I might just keep it. I might just let him have it. And I'll just cut the thumb. Now he's got the stick. Maybe we go into stick versus knife combat. We don't know. He disarmed. All right? And he might retreat or he might continue the battle. All right? It's a flow. Number 2 attack, number 3 attack. Stick up defense, double stick up defense. I might poke the fingers here. There's my vine. He might hold on to this. Maybe he won't let go of this thing. That comes. There we go. Now I've got double. And I should use the long range weapon. I shouldn't say, oh, I'll drop the double stick and just go back to the knife and stick. No, I've got the long range weapons. Now I'll use them to do what's called the 6 count of the double to the wall. I'm trying to cut by the hand and trying to disarm. Okay. From the number 5, thrust of the body. I might just avoid it altogether. I might use stick and knife and thrust in immediately, which is a very good counter. Right? So the thrust comes in, boom, right into the body. You might cut the hand. And then, but he's taken a mortal blow. And then we continue on. We have to continue on our fight here. Right? Right? And he might be bleeding, okay? Very, very quick. As you can see why in actual combat, these things don't last as long as the drills do. Right? You need these drills. You can do the box pattern with this drill. Okay. So number 1 strike. That's it. You can thrust with the knife and we'll still keep thrusting with the stick. So boom, right? So in reality, boom, right there. So you cut the hand. If I had the checking hand, it would just be the checking hand, right? But I just have the knife in my hand, so you learn to use the tool that you have. Boom. He does a high weight. There's that good checking hand with the knife right there. Comes over top. Boom. Got to get the additional help of the knife to get that stick off. Inside deflection. Inside deflection. Left side. Boom. Comes low. Comes low. That's it. See that thrust right there? Now, if he's at a range, and we just left it that way just for you to see how that exactly would be applied. If I was in a closer range, and I didn't want to get in there, if I was in a closer range, he went right to the body. Boom. Deflected and went right to the body. Very natural move. Next one, he comes up to the head. I'm going to use the flat of the blade here, because this hurts after a while. I've been doing this for a bit. So here, over top, slashes the fingers. Excellent. Now we're doing it. Now we're in the rocks pattern. Free flow. No, free flow. The important thing is never to stop doing this. Don't stop. Don't go. I gotta go to the next place. Just keep flowing. Keep going. Train your mind. Keep going. I might attack with a knife. I might attack with a stick. I might attack low. I might attack low again. You thrust. I thrust. Step overhead. I might go to long range and hit his head. I might go right into the thrust with a knife. If your attack's a stick. Yeah. Just cut. And the fun thing is to find the disarms out of this. He disarms the stick. He's got it. There it is. He disarms the stick. That might be the snake, or just rip it out. He attacks me again. Get rid of it. I got the knife. Here. Disarm the knife. I attack him with the knife. I change my grip. He does the disarm. Boom. Tenderizes. Rips the knife out. Oh, I might be empty hand situation now. Right? So he's attacks me with the knife. And there it is. There we go. It's going really hard. It's good. Now you're just learning how to stop. Now you're just learning to pass. Stop. Pass. Here. Here's my disarm. I'm going to break the arm when I hit the face. When I go into a lock, I'm going to take him right down. Also be aware down here. All the knives we just finished disarms and all the tools that finished disarming, they're right there. Well, that's what you might get, okay? There you go. That's your progression in your flow. Here you go.
That's good. That's good. That's really I like that. That's good.